We're listening for a crunch sound here. Hopefully my tool's not entirely useless. Sunday the 23rd. Tried to read up for Cairns and Sydney and Melbourne. Too much, brain ache. Backpackers all over the place. Later than hoped with lunch, got bus to Mount Cootha. Lookout fantastic over the city and to the hills in the distance and to the islands. Wanted to walk desperately. Great tracks through the bush, not many people. I enjoyed it very much. Saw bush turkey.
I'm not sure where we'll end up, but it's pretty hard to get lost in Heckington.
This one just gives me a different... I've got a problem with my tool. It's become very distorted.
Soft edges.
Yeah. Now this is mild steel, and mild steel is supposed to be okay, but you can see that the metal has distorted the tool, which is a bit strange really. I hadn't expected that would happen. We can see we've got several impressions here in the tool from the metal.
Ooh, there. Great colours, eh? Well, jewellery doesn't have to be about... Jewellery's about anything really, isn't it? Jewellery's about colour. I suppose you dye aluminium. You patina metals. I mean, jewellery these days, I think anything goes, doesn't it? So plastics are just as valid as any other material, really. And I mean, my latest kind of thing, and something I'm really interested in, kind of, because I'm interested in the history of jewellery, and is, I mean, I see plastics as kind of like the new gemstone for me. I mean, I love colour, and I need to have colour in my work, and I'm not interested in setting stones. There are so many people out there that set stones really beautifully.
See, these kind of shapes too, they're sort of related to plant shapes, and they have, you know, they have some kind of geometry to them, but at the same time they're very organic, and they're just made out of string, little bits of string that I can loop together. And the pattern, I guess the pattern is going from allowing it to branch in a real regular pattern. So one branch goes into two, and then the next branch goes into two again and again and again.
Had a read, watched people, barbecues, party, jog, run, cycle, walk, eat, drink, swim. Afternoon, train to the valley, IMA, Madonna Staunton, loved it, collage, excited me. Dropped into Craft Queensland, chats to Tracy, Megan and Danielle. Pootled home via cheap import shop, bought candle for vigil.
I would rather discover a new material that allows you to introduce colour into jewellery.
Maybe the lichen has that sort of habit as well in some ways. It might be the way they end up with that sort of shape. But you cut a branch off here and there and it just grows into something different again.
I had wanted to go to Greenwich, was one thing. I hadn't anticipated the cold and the snow and the disruption that causes to the rail, and the fact that travelling on weekends is often reasonably problematic. So I got to the Tate and to London a couple of times, but I spent more time in Brighton. And the other real bonus of Brighton, which I hadn't anticipated, was the Booth Museum and the pavilions. So I actually found source material locally in Brighton.
I quite like that. I like that immediacy of actually getting into a workshop, having woken up, going bang straight in. If I had to do sort of, half an hour, an hour's journey, you'd end up sort of wanting to rest by the time you got there to get yourself going again. This way, you wake up, you're dressed, and you're in. And if you've got it in your head that you want to do something, you're there.